Hello everyone. In this session we'll be looking at how to navigate the SmartTouch system when you are logged in as a client. The first thing you'll want to do is open a web browser and enter the SmartTouch web address into the browser's address bar. When you see the SmartTouch login page, enter your username and password. Your SmartTouch administrator should be able to provide you with your particular web address as well as your username and password. After you have logged into SmartTouch, the first page you usually see is the client dashboard, as shown here. What you see compares two visits, your first and last by default, and gives you an overall increase or decrease of strength by muscle groups, upper, core, and lower body. If you have more than one training program, you can choose which one as well as different dates to compare, then click the filter button. Here, you see the total average increase for upper body, and here by the individual machines. Similarly, you see the same for the lower body. This particular client has no information for core muscles. It should be noted that if the first date you choose has data for a particular machine, but the second date does not, you will not see an increase or decrease because there is nothing to compare. Below is a list of your visits along with the duration, or time spent, for that visit. Clicking on the individual visits will show you much more detailed information, sets, loads, reps, etc. The next tab at the top is the Gym tab.
Here you can view your training programs, training manager, list of visits, and balance tests, if your facility utilizes our Smart Balance Trainer through SmartTouch. First, let's look at training programs. Here you will see the name of your current training program. If you have more than one, you will see another tab with the name of that training program. If you wish to make another training program your current training program, you will need to ask your SmartTouch administrator to do this for you. Below this, you will see a list of the activities or exercises in your training program. More on this in a minute. Clicking this down arrow will show you some basic information about the training program. From this drop-down, there are a few ways that you can view your training program. Tab View, as shown here, Detailed List, and Compact List. For most people, the tab view is the most user-friendly. If any of your activities have been deactivated, they will not show up in your list of training program activities here. If you wish to see deactivated activities and add them back to your training program, from the drop-down list on the right, select Show Deactivated, and they will appear in your list. To reactivate the activity, simply click the Edit button for the activity, then make sure the box next to Active is checked. Again, to hide your deactivated activities, from the drop-down list on the right, select Hide Deactivated. If you wish to edit the activities in your training program, choose the activity you wish to change, then click the Edit button under the activity. As we just discussed, you can deactivate the activity by unchecking the box next to the word Active. Here, you can change the rest time between sets. If you wish to change the load, resistance level that is, simply type in your desired load level here. If your SmartTouch administrator has automatic updates turned on, you can change how much the load will increase if you overperform, for example doing a couple of extra reps during a set. You can also change the number of reps for each set here. Most people won't use this feature, but some machines have the ability to monitor your heart rate, and this is where you could set a target heart rate if you chose. If you wish to add or subtract the number of sets you have, you do this by clicking the plus sign to add sets and the minus sign to subtract sets. If you wish, you can write yourself some specific instructions that will appear on the machine's tablet before you start your exercise. Lastly, you can also make yourself notes about the particular activity, but these are for your purposes only. Once Once you've made your desired changes, click the Save Changes button. The next section under the Gym tab is called Training Manager. This allows you to see which
training programs you are assigned during the month. Below this, you can see a list of your visits. You can click the individual visits for details. Lastly, if your facility utilizes SmartTouch to assign Smart Balance tests, you can view the results in the Tests section. Your SmartTouch administrator should be able to explain these results. The last tab is the Classes tab. You will only see information here if your SmartTouch administrator is utilizing the class feature in SmartTouch. If they are utilizing the Classes feature, in the Calendar section you will see something that looks like this, and you can view the classes by month, week, or day. This section will show you today's classes and allow you to sign up for them. The Scheduled Classes section shows you the classes that you have signed up for based on the date range selected here. Next, in the upper right corner you will see a small white envelope. Clicking this will take you to the SmartTouch messaging feature. If you see a red circle with a number inside of it, this indicates that you have a new message, and the number indicates how many new messages you have. After clicking the envelope icon, below you can see your new messages as well as old messages that have been read. Simply click on the message to read it. Once you have clicked on a message, you can write a reply and then send it, or you can delete or archive your message. If you wish to write messages to trainers, class instructors, or SmartTouch administrators, simply click Write next to the little pencil icon. As a client, you can only send messages to these facility employees. In the Recipients field, after you type a few letters of the person's first name, their name should appear, and you can select it. If you wish to send the message to someone else as well, just start typing the second person's name, and so on. Next, enter the message's subject here. Then, type your message in the body section. When you are finished, clicking the Send button will send your message. To see old messages that you have sent, click here. If you wish to delete or archive these messages, simply select the check mark next to your message, then click Delete or Archive. Here, you can view your archived messages if you have any, and here you can see your deleted messages. If you wish to undelete a message, check this box, then click the Undelete button. This will move the message to your Archives folder. The last thing we will look at is your client profile information. To view this, click your name in the upper right corner and select Profile. Here you can see and edit basic information about yourself. To edit your information or change your password, simply click the Edit button here. If you wish to change your personal information, make your changes, then click the Save Changes button. If you wish to change your password, click the Change Password button. Enter your current password, then enter your new password here. Then type it again here for confirmation. Then click the Change Password button and you're done. When you are ready to log out of SmartTouch, simply click your name in the upper right corner and select Sign Out. And that's it. This is the end of the training session on navigating SmartTouch as a client. I hope this has been helpful and I wish you the absolute best.